We're going to go through a goblet squat. Now a goblet squat is a very foundational movement because it's going to set us up to do a front squat or a back squat. So this is something that you need to make sure that you are doing well and that you know exactly what you're doing. So I'm going to go through a lot of details with this. What you'll need for a goblet squat is one dumbbell and then a target, whether it's a med ball or a box, but something that's going to give you a parallel position with your hips. So what you're going to do, you're going to pick up the dumbbell. Now make sure that you're keeping a good squat position when you're picking up that dumbbell and that we're not rounding. Okay, so dumbbell comes up, goblet squat, you're going to hold elbows in, okay, hold up here, basically just like a goblet. Okay, so dumbbell stays close to your chest. You want shoulders back, so make sure as you're doing this, we're not rounding forward into our shoulders. We've got to keep chest up, shoulders back. And your feet should be hip distance, maybe a little bit wider apart, and weight sits back on your heels. So you should be able to wiggle your toes kind of at all times. Okay, so from here, shoulders back, core tight, you're going to reach hips back, drive your knees out, come down, touch that med ball, adjust if you need to, and reach your hips back, weight on your heels, shoulders up, come all the way back up. This is your target, this is your depth, this is what every single rep should look like. You want to make sure head stays in a nice neutral position, and that as you get tired with this, you are not letting your hips come up before your shoulders. And so big thing with the goblet squat is think about your breathing pattern, and when you are coming up, you want to breathe out. That's going to help keep your core really tight so that we are not getting that hips and shoulders up first. And as you get good at this and as you get heavy, it's really difficult to pick a heavy dumbbell up from the floor, so you can have it sitting up on a bench. What you're going to do, come up close to that dumbbell, get in a nice squat position so your hands are right underneath it, core stays tight, and then you're going to squat up from that bench, do your reps, and then just set that dumbbell back on the bench when you're done.